Hello, hi, beautiful people. It's your girl, Anolther, the thick chick with the deep voice, and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you are returning, thank you so much for the absolute support that you guys always show me. Truly, truly appreciate it. So, firstly, I'd like to say thank you so much for your positive feedback with my previous video, which was the smash or pass. It received so much positive feedback, and I think I was a bit nervous about it at first because I didn't know how people would react to it. I didn't know if people would receive it well or how it was meant to be delivered, which was to basically specify your type in a nice and fun way, right? So I really appreciate the fact that people were really positive about it, and actually people want more of it. So we will be shooting another smash or pass, but the gents version now, because we want to know who these ladies would like to smash or who would they like to pass. You understand what I mean? So that's what we'll be doing. So thank you. I cannot thank you enough. And also, your girl bought a new camera. Well, not a new camera, but my first ever camera. I bought my first ever camera, and really excited that I'm shooting with my camera right now. Meaning I got my phone in my hand, got my phone in my hand. I can't. Yeah. So I just like the convenience that comes with you having a camera and your phone. You know, because sometimes I get DMs that I would like to read out. Maybe we're doing a not a smash or pass, but like a confessions, and I can't really write down these confessions down, right? I can only like it's better if I read them from my phone as opposed to me writing them down. I feel like it's just kind of like feels like I'm lying, or you know, or I just thought about the confessions myself or whatever. So I like the convenience that comes with that. And also, if this video is not as clear as day, I do apologize because I'm still learning the settings of the camera that I'm using. And also, I'm not really a camera person. I'm just used to my phone, my iPhone, because I used to shoot with my iPhone. But now that I have a camera with me, I'm still learning. With the help of YouTube, I have to say that shout out to YouTube, man. Like, shout out to YouTube for doing the most with the girl. So today we're going to be having wine. I'm back on my wine. I'm not having my Jägermeister like I was with my boys. But yeah, this one is from Woolies. It's White Spear. So the brand is called Light, I think. Yeah, it's called Light because it's just written Light. Yeah, right. So that's what we're having, Light, and it's White Spear 2021. It is low on alcohol and also lower kilojoules because I am trying to watch my weight. But so far so good. Like, so far so good. So yeah. Harry has to be my favorite one. This one, it's new in the market, I think. But anyway, without wasting any more time, because I don't really like wasting time. Okay, so as you can tell from the title of the box, the story time is about me cheating for the first time on my boyfriend. But like, you understand, because I was young and I didn't understand what cheating was. You understand? Okay. So, who must we call this boyfriend of mine? Who must we call him? Who must we call him? Peter. I feel like Peter suits him. Peter, right? So, I think I was 13. I was 13 not going on 14. I was 13. But it was like December years. You know how December years is when it's nice. Like, you meet new people. People come to visit from different places. And, you know, it's just like, who's that? Like, that looks a bit cute. And so it's that kind of vibe. So with me, in my experience, I was visiting my family, right? I was visiting my extended family, my uncle. And I met this guy. So I was like the new kid on the block because I was visiting, right? I'm a new face in the area. Everybody wants to know, who's that? Who's that? You know, she looks cute. She looks nice. That time I was so nice and chubby, you understand? I've always been his doja all my life, right? So this guy was one of the popular guys in that street or hood. In the hood, I think. This guy was one of the popular guys in the area, in the hood, I think, yeah, in the area. And his family was like well respected. He was kind of like a low-key rich kid from the hood. You know, he was like that person. The fun part was that, or rather the easy part for him in this whole situation was the fact that he was friends with my cousin. So, because my cousin was very fond of this guy, so he was very close to my cousin. So my cousin really liked this guy, obviously, like as a brother, you know, liked him as a brother. And my cousin was female. Let's call my cousin Jabulile. No, Jabs. Let's just say Jabs. Yeah, I think it's easier on the tongue. Let's just say Jabs. So Jabs was very close with Peter. And Peter was that popular guy, obviously, in the hood. Like, he's just popping. He's just looks good. Still with me. So, I remember it was a birthday celebration. It was a birthday celebration. Ne? It was my baby sis, my late cousin's little sister. It was her birthday celebration, right? And I think we were just, man. And it was my first time actually going to visit that site. Normally they would come this side and visit us, blah, 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 blah. So it was my first time going to visit that site. Because my dad didn't like the idea of us visiting in a way. Like, not that we had certain people to visit, but he felt comfortable with us visiting either my grandmother, which is his mother, late as well, or if it was my maternal side of the family, like my grandmother from my maternal side, right? So I think he just felt really safe with those people as opposed to other family. I don't know, man. I could be wrong, you know, or maybe he just felt like he didn't want to impose us on other people, you know, like you know. And my dad was not like that. My mom and my dad were not like that. So I can understand where they actually came from. You understand what I mean? And my dad was the type to, whenever you go visit somebody, he was the type to buy like a bit of groceries, like the essentials, like your rice, your milli meal, your maize meal, your nale, right? Ipapa, or the basics like tea, you know, those basics. Then he would leave an additional 200 rand or 300 rand or so for us to buy bread during the day, because now he's aware that they're going to have to feed an extra mouth or two extra mouths, because we used to visit in pairs. And the crazy part is that because I am like in the middle between the three of us, okay, there's 5 in total, but this 3 is quite close and the other 2 is also close, right? So between this 3, which is my brother, me, and then my little sister, I was the most unfortunate one, because one, my brother and I were travel buddies. When he was old enough to say, no, I don't want to visit, my little sister became my travel buddy. So basically, I never had a break. Like, I never had a break. When my grandmother would call and say, "Abantwana bezanini," like I was one of the Ntwanas to go. I was one of the kids to go there. You understand what I mean? So I never really had a break. I had to go whether I liked it or not. And I was just like, hey, because I really loved my grandmother. Anyway, so I was one of the kids who was new in the area. It was my little sister's, my little cousin's birthday celebration. And like, I remember when I first got, like, when we arrived at the birthday celebration, he passed, like, with a bicycle. I don't know what was with guys and these kids' bicycles, or I think they just thought it made them look cool or more attractive, or I don't know. I really don't know what was the story behind those bikes. But he was just playing with like a smallangana bike, right? With like a smallangana bike. And and I remember I was just like in my head like, what is this nigga trying to do? Is he crazy? Like, why would you play with a kid's bike like that? Like, what is the reason? Like, I don't get it. Anyway, but he was cute. Like, I saw him and he was cute. And I was just like, yeah, he's so cute. He was really cute, man. He was really cute. And I told my cousin, I'm just like, yo, cuz, like, I just saw somebody, and this somebody is so cute. He's like, so my cousin is like, who's the somebody that you saw? I'm like, I will show you who this person is. Like, he's just so cute. Mind you, I am 13 years of age, right? I'm 13 years old, and I'm scared as hell of boys. I'm scared as hell of boys, and I'm just getting all these emotions that I don't understand, but I feel like they need to be explored, And then, sharp, tell my cousin that, dude, like, I feel like this about this nigga, and I feel like maybe him and I can have something cute or something. And she's like, okay, well, you know what? You'll show me. Sharp. We attend the party. It's nice. Obviously, you know how parties go, right? There's the speeches. There's the blah, blah, blah. There's everything, right? So the agenda of the party is done. No? Now we are chilling like by the stoop. There was like a stoop like outside, right? And we're chilling there. As we're chilling there, he passes again. I'm like, but now my cousin is not paying attention to me. Quickly he passes, because remember, he's on a bike. But every time, you guys, he keeps looking my way, like he keeps looking my direction, and I'm just like, God, like 13-year-old me was like, yo, who is this, Mara? Like, who is this? Cool. So I tell my cousin, like, you know what? Assistant saying I have to think I'm a sweet. Yeah, well, let's go to the tuck shop and, act like we want to buy something. Cool. Go to the tuck shop. I go to the tuck shop. As we go to the shop, and I can see that my dad is really keeping an eye on me. Because I don't know why that guy was like that. But like that guy's instincts were just on another level. Give me a break. Give me a break. Right? So, my dad keeps asking, Napi, Nakupi. My dad was a Zulu man. Like typical Zulu dad. Husband. You understand? So he was very typical and strict, but at the same time, a sweet and gentle man. I don't know how these two mix, but like, yeah, they do, yeah, that. Yes. So, I'm like to him, hi, Baba, we're just going like down the road to just, get a couple of something that we want. Okay, cool. He lets us go. Sharp we go. Now, I'm like, he's like, so my cousin's like to me, there's a guy who actually likes you. I don't know when they got the opportunity to speak together or have a conversation about me, but somehow they had a conversation. And my cousin is like, there's a guy that likes you, and she shows me where the guy actually lives. She's like, the guy lives here. Remember, I don't know this guy, right? I'm like, who's that? Because in my head, I'm like, I already got somebody in my head. Like, I already got somebody in my mind. I got somebody in my mind, child. You ain't about to tell me about somebody else? What? No. Cool. Go to the tuck shop. It's like, the friend lives here. He's cool, he's cute, like, he's bowling. Like, he's cool. Like, what's that? Like, all right. I'm done with shop. I'm like, all right, okay. I'm done with shop, I'm done with shop, I don't think I'm done with shop. Go to the store, we come back. As we are coming back, he's coming up the road. So we both, like, me and my cousin, we both, like, when you, like, see the person that you're both talking about. Remember, my cousin and I are not sure if we're talking about the same person. Actually, as a matter of fact, we did not think that we're actually talking about the same person. So we're just like, that, cuss. That's the guy, And my cousin's just like, that's the guy I was telling you about, dude. That's the guy I was telling you about. It's cool that you guys actually like each other, It's cool that you guys like each other. Like, it's gonna be easy for you to just shout because you both like each other, so there's no question about that. So, hey, I don't see this thing going south. Cool. Guy gets the guts to now officially like call me to the side, like, hi, you know, because as we were okay. So as he's walking up, ne, like he's driving up with his bike. He stops, right? Because obviously he's seeing my cousin and they're friends. Greets my cousin, Sean, Dana, Sean. My cousin greets back, you know. It's like, oh, okay. Chips, you know, asking about me. He had to ask about me. I mean, I was cute. In his eyes. I was cute in his eyes. So, he asks about me. Cool. Who's this? I introduce myself. Hello, Musisiwe. Jab's cousin. Hi, how are you? Good. You know, he's giving me that. I know when somebody gives that. Somebody gives that. Like, you know that eye, man. That eye that says, I want you. I like you. Gave me that eye, and I was like, okay. I see that. Okay. But I already had the 411 from my cousin that he actually has the hots for me. Cool. As we're having a conversation, I can see my dad is like looking like up the road to see if we're coming back because we're taking forever. My dad was very smart. I think he just kind of saw how I kept on looking around for this guy. And he could see that this guy was busy like up and down. And he knew that we went up the road. And now remember, as we were coming back, this guy is now going up the road. So my dad probably saw this guy go up the road. I mean, this is the same nigga that actually beat my ass in front of everybody because he knew that I was lying. I was not at home to cook and I was with a guy. And he looked for me and he found me and he beat my ass. That man had no chill. And now that I think about it, I'm just like, dude, you were a pastor and you abused my ass? Like, you legit abused me. That's what you did. Like, you and mom, I just hope you're happy, the both of you. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Can never say that about my family. I can never say that about my parents. But yeah, they were too strict, man. Like, they were too strict for my liking. I'm sorry. But at the same time, I like how strict they were because I turned out to be this person. But I don't know how I would have turned out if I was... Nah. I'm rebellious, bro. I would have been... Yeah, I would have... I would have... In my times. I would have been saying in my times at this age. No lies. I would be saying in my times at this age. Cool. So my dad could see that, okay, this person went up the road and these girls went up the road. So I can see him with his bold ass head looking in our direction. So before he could like get a clear vision, of us, because he was wearing spectacles. He used to wear spectacles. He had an eye problem, just like me. So I knew it was going to be a much of a struggle for him to actually zoom us clearly and see if it's us or not. So I'm just like, chaps, let's go. Cool. So we leave him there, and then we just walked out. We walk down the road now. Okay, cool. As we get to the house, my dad is like, oh, and we up. I'm like, I'm a sweet. Oh, okay, you good? Good, cool. Now my cousin is like, dude, I want you to sleep over. The plan was not to sleep over. But because she could see that something is about to, happen, something is brewing between me and Peter, maybe I should spend maybe the weekend there. I'll leave maybe tomorrow because it was December holidays. So I think maybe she just wanted me to be there for the whole of December. I don't know. Ask my dad. So my dad is very skeptical. My dad is that type. But we didn't plan for you to sleep over. Now you want to sleep over. how do you make how are you gonna make me look in front of everybody like I don't know, hey. Because my dad legit was that guy. He's either the leader of the family. The meeting does not start without him. His opinion matters most. If there's a problematic cousin, they call him. He was that uncle. Like, he was that go-to person. And this was literally everywhere. At church, their Stockville what's. Their, like, basically everywhere he was a leader. Like, he was a chairman on all these platforms that he was involved in rather. Okay, cool. So I'm just like, but dad, like, this is my uncle. The nice thing is that my dad and my uncle maternal side, they were very close. Like, they were very, very close. They really liked each other. So I knew that he's going to allow me to sleep over because he's very fond of my uncle. Cool. So that worked in my favor. He agrees. He's like, you know what, we'll bring you clothes whenever you'll tell us what to bring you. I'll tell your mom that you're here, and then we'll pack a bag for you, and then I'll bring it. Cool. Jabuleba. Satan. I'm about to see Peter. Cool. So, Peter gets a chat. Oh, my dad now leaves, right? When my dad leaves, now Peter and I have a chance to kind of like be on that kind of level where we can speak. Calls me to the side. Hi, how are you? I'm good. So, baby girl, what's your name? Good to see you here. Oh, okay. My name is Peter. I'm like, hi. I'm like, hi. My name is Busisi. So what's your story? He's like, I saw you when you arrived, and like, you're very beautiful, you're very pretty. I think, he's like, you have very pretty eyes. And I was just like, okay, I was not expecting you to compliment my eyes. I don't know what I was expecting him to compliment, but I was not expecting him to compliment my eyes. Cool. He's like, yeah, and I think I like you. Like, I like you, and I want you to be my girlfriend. I legit think that he knew that I was cute, and he knew that a lot of guys in his area are vouchers. They'll probably go for me, so he wanted to be like, first man. So he hit him with the first man, right? Cool. Respect him for that. Hi, okay. I'm like, oh, okay, you like me? You like me? Okay. I hit him with the let me go think about it. I'll give you an answer, I don't know, later today. Okay, no problem. Guys, I was 13, okay? I was 13. Cool. Leave. I go think about it. And then now I come back to him. I'm like, okay, I thought about it. And I like you too. I want you to be my boyfriend. The following statement. I did not anticipate. I did not anticipate the following statement. Yo. Following statement was, okay, you like me. Prove it. Like, remember that, like, back in the days where, like, guys used to say, like, when you like them back, they're like, prove it to me that you like me. He hit me with that. He hit me with a, prove it, baby girl. So, prove it means give me a kiss or something, right? Baby girl gives the guy a hug. I was 13, I repeat. I was 13. I did not understand. Plus, he was my first boyfriend. How was I supposed to know? But he gave me my first mba, right? So, I'm like to him, I give him a hug. He's like, a hug, pela. I'm like, what more do you want? Hey, bo, I just gave you a hug. What more do you want? It's like a kiss. I'm like, ah. Like, God knows I was my pants. Like, God knows that I was like, what the hell, man? What the hell? How am I going to do this? What am I supposed to do? Like, huh? I gave him a kiss. Like a pro. Like, you know when you like, and you just like, Like, you know what you're doing, but deep down you know very well, child, you have no idea what you're doing. That's exactly what I did. That is exactly what I did. Kid you not. Cool. After that, now we have to hold hands. I don't know why we had to hold hands, but for some reason it was to prove that I was serious about him, or he was my boyfriend, or something of that nature. Cool, holding hands. I'll hold your hand, babe. Don't worry. Hold your hand. Held his hand. Cool, whatever. I think the following day, yeah, now fast forward, it's late. Oh, now it's late, we have to go home. Sebakiyama gate, sharp. It's okay, sharp. I singing ending. The following day, I think he had to go visit or something. He had to go visit a family member or something of that sort. Remember, it was December holidays, so people were really visiting like their extended families and all of that. So I'm left alone. But there was this guy. There was another guy in the picture. So this guy was even cuter than my boyfriend. Kid you not. I mean, as a 13-year-old, the only thing that really entices you or that makes you be attracted to a guy is looks. If he's cute enough, then he's dateable. You understand what I mean? You don't understand the values they have to come with, the characteristics they come with, and all of those things. You just see a cute nigga and you just like, he gonna be bae. Cool. Let's call this guy. What else do you call this guy? Lungelo. Let's just call him Lungelo. So Lungelo surprisingly had a crush on me. I was in demand, guys. I was in demand. Ningibona manje ningidlala kanje. I was in demand back in the days. Mamela, bekufunwa mna. Cool. Athi kimi guy. He's like, you're really beautiful. He was in grade 8. Athi kimi, you're really beautiful, right? I'm like, oh, thank you. I think I was going to buy bread, and we bumped into each other at the tuck shop. Then he's now complimenting me. Oh, you really cool. You really look beautiful, and your face is not so familiar. You're from around. I'm like, nah, actually, I'm visiting. I'm visiting Jab's place. Jabs is my cousin. Jabs is your cousin? I actually live like back opposite Jabs' place, like next door but cross opposite, right? Hey, bo, okay. When did you get here? I'm like, yesterday when there was a party. Oh, okay. So you were there? Yeah. He's like, yeah, man. I knew that I saw you, I think yesterday or something like that, but I knew that I saw you somewhere. So it must be the party. I'm like, oh, you were there? Yeah, oh, okay. Buy my bread and I leave. Cool. Now that he knows where I stay, I don't know how these guys keep having conversations with Jabs, but he has a conversation with Jabs. So Jabs comes to me and is like, dude, there's a guy that actually likes you. And I know that I said, Peter is like, but like the one that wants you now. They own the store. They own the store. So it turns out that Jabs was actually using me to benefit from, all of the situation. Cool. I'm like, okay, they own a store. Okay, that's cute. Okay, we'll probably get free snacks or something, Cool. I don't know. I think it was the 1st of... No, it was the 31st of December. Everybody's just like in high spirits. The following day is a new year. Everybody's excited. I'm excited. And I'm just like... But one person is missing in this whole excitement, which is Peter, who happens to be my boyfriend. Like, Peter's not around. Like, I'm not even... Because I was really thinking that my first deep kiss would be with him. But like he only had my first baby kiss. Cool. Now Lungelo's just like, we're all spending the day together, like Lungelo, his friends, my cousin's friends, we're just chilling. Cool. Now he finds out that I am friends with no, he finds out that I am Peter's girlfriend. Little did I know that these two people don't get along. They are enemies of note. They don't get along at all. They hate each other. Cool. Don't know why. I didn't even ask. Didn't even care. Now he finds out. Now Lungelo finds out that I'm Peter's girlfriend, and he's just like, "You're Peter's girlfriend." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Peter's girlfriend." Oh, okay, cool. Like he cared. Next thing, I don't know when, how, but I remember it was raining that year. That year, I think that was the first time it rained, actually. It was raining, and my first deep kiss was in the rain with Lungelo, not Peter. Before you judge me, I didn't even know that I was cheating, guys. Like, I legit, honestly, I didn't even know that I was cheating. Like, I did not know that what I was doing was cheating. I legit didn't know. Because I don't know why I didn't know, but I knew it was wrong, but I didn't know that cheating was that. I mean, I was only 13. I didn't know anything about dating or what happens in Mjolo or all those things. All I knew that I had a boyfriend and there was another guy that liked me and I liked him too, so I gave him a kiss because I liked him too. I think on the 2nd of Jan. Yeah, 2nd of Jan. Peter's back. And this is how I also didn't know that I was cheating, guys. Tiny little me, young little me, innocent little me decides to tell Peter what actually happened. Dude, you were not around and everybody had their partners with them and I was literally the only one without a boyfriend. So I thought to myself, here is Lungelo. It's like, what? Wait. Who did you say? I'm like, Lungelo. What? I'm like, Lungelo. Huh? Lungelo. I'm like, okay, what's up? I didn't know that they didn't like each other. Lungelo did not disclose this with me. A part of me thinks, okay, he genuinely liked me. Lungelo genuinely liked me. But when he found out that I was actually Peter's girlfriend, remember they don't like each other. But when he found out that I was Peter's girlfriend, he had motive now. He's like, you know what? I'm going in because I don't like that fucker. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in on his girl because he's not around, right? And his girl seems like he's into me. And I was into him. That bastard. Damn. Right? I was really into him. Cool. Now I'm telling Bae that, okay, I cheated on you. I didn't say cheated because I didn't know what was cheating. But I tell him that, you know what, this happened. And yeah, I just wanted you to know. He's mad. He's cursing. And I'm just like, but why are you cursing? You were not around when I wanted you and I needed you. So how is it my fault that you were not around when I needed you? Where were you? Visiting other family members and here I am. And you don't want me? So I was just like, you need to chill. You need to chill. Like, hold on. Like, hold on. You understand what I mean? Like, Aumi, please. But then something in me was like, I think I really hurt his feelings. And because also I had to leave, I think on the 3rd, I had to leave. So we didn't even really have time to kind of discuss it. Also, I was using those, my parents were very savage, you guys. Like, they were very savage. Literally, the closest thing I had to a cell phone, it was not a smart one. It was not a smart one. So I didn't have your Mixit or whatever, because it was during those Mixit days. I didn't have that kind of a phone that could actually have mixed. So I had to depend on on SMSs or phone calls, so things like that. And he had a phone. I remember he didn't call me. I had to call him or something, like something, I don't know, but like I don't even know how that relationship ended. If you asked me, I don't know how that relationship ended, honestly. I just saw an end, and that was it. You know what's the crazy part? Is that now that I'm grown, I'm old, I went to go visit my uncle this one time before my cousin passed on. And I remember my cousin telling me that, dude, Peter is a mess. I'm like, Peter's a mess? What do you mean? Like, Peter is a mess. Like, he's a mess. I'm like, what do you mean a mess? Like, a mess, a mess. You have to see for yourself. And when I went to go visit my uncle, Peter unyawupesi, Joe. Guys, Peter unyawupesi. Like, he's legit on drugs. Like, heavy on nyaupe, bro. Like, you understand what I mean? Like, tell you 1 run, 2 run, young tall. And I was just like, how do I now say that this guy was my first ever boyfriend to people? Guys, I couldn't even see it was him. Because he was light skinned, right? I couldn't even see it was him because he was so dark. He was burnt by all the chemicals that those drugs carry. Like, his skin was just off. He was, you know what Nyaupe does to you, man? You know what that drug does to you? He was like that. Like, scary. And to me, I'm like, why is it always that my exes always have to, like, I don't know, man. Because Peter's not the first ex to be like that. You know? Not the first ex to be like, and even that one is not the only, like, I think I have legit like 5 exes that actually later on in the years turned into druggies, like, or junkies, or, you know, like, who really had, and I'm just like, God, why do you do this? Like, why do you do this? Now I can't even say that was my man. I can't even say. Matter of fact, I want to hide every time I see them. First of all, I want to hide. I want the world to just swallow me up, because ain't no way that is my ex-boyfriend. Ain't no way that I liked that nigga at some point. Ain't no way that you and I had history. Because, and easy, bruh. But anyway, I really hope that one day they find healing, that he comes out from that dark place, and I don't know, man, somebody save him or something, you know, because he comes from a very respectable family and respected in the community, and they're well off, man. Like, and it's always the kids who have everything that actually do these things, which I never understand. It always puzzles me. But I really, really hope that he's okay wherever he is. And that is how I end my story with you guys. Thank you so much for the support that you always show me. And if you haven't subscribed, please do the most. Hit that subscribe button down below and leave a comment and tell me which of the parts that you actually liked. And also, we got a camera. So, hey.